Hey guys, so I bought a new domain name, that's cashmoneyrocks.com, and today we're going to figure out how to make our website appear at that domain name. So, ladies, if you'll give me a send-off.
Woo! Cash money! Oh, I love the cash.
Have fun tonight, guys. Have fun at dinner. Okay. Yeah, so special episode. Bye, guys. Special episode tonight because tonight we're going to have a real domain name, and that's pretty cool. So far, we've been hosting our website on Amazon S3, on AWS S3, but today it's going to be hosted at cashmoneyrocks.com. Okay. So now if you look at our website, it's at this really ugly URL. It points to an S3 bucket. But we're going to figure out how to use the Amazon Elastic Load Balancer, the application load balancer, to point front-end traffic to the S3 bucket and back-end traffic to our ECS cluster that hosts our the Docker container that runs our API. So this is really cool, so check it out. Domain name registration successful. If you guys want to do this at home, to get here you go to your AWS dashboard and look for Route53. Go ahead and to register a domain, type a domain name here. It'll ask you if, like I looked for My Money Manager, for instance, I think, and there it is. It's unavailable, unfortunately. So we had to pick Cash Money Rocks, but that's cool. So, so we're gonna go ahead and use that. So yeah, if you wanted to set up this domain name, you would just go in here, add to cart, continue, and then you'd fill in your contact details and verify your purchase and whatever. But we've already done that. So now we've got this domain, cashmoneyrocks.com. And we've got our backend hosted in S3 and our backend hosted in Amazon EC2 container service and our front end hosted in S3. So we're going to use an application load balancer to hopefully split the traffic with, but have it at the same domain name. So I'm thinking, let's take a look at load balancers right now. Hopefully we don't have to change much. We'll have to change our configuration a little bit to point at the domain name instead of whatever IP address our API is at right now. Or I guess it's a load balancer, so it shouldn't take too much work actually. So right now, let's go take a look at our ECS cluster, I guess. Our ECS cluster, MMM for My Money Manager, which is now cashmoneyrocks.com, or soon will be, has one ECS instance, and I guess that's probably, if we look in our config on the front end, I want to see config prod, just points straight at the IP address of our that one server in the ECS cluster, because why not? But now we're going to go ahead and add a load balancer in front of that. And we do that, let's see, so we've got a load balancer. We're going to need to create a load balancer. Let's see how the stream's looking good. And then we go, we want this application load balancer. It says choose an application load balancer when you need a flexible feature set for your web applications with HTTP and HTTPS traffic. Eventually we're going to try and do all HTTPS to protect our users. Yeah, this sounds like us. Classic load balancer, nah, that's not us. We want to use the new stuff. Step 1, configure load balancer, basic configuration. So we're going to call this, let's see, the name must be unique for my AWS accounts. So we're going to just call it Cash Money Rocks. Cash Money Rocks -web, maybe. Internet facing, yes. IPv4, yes. It's going to listen on port 80. Eventually we're going to add SSL offloading here, and it will only listen on HTTPS, but I think that's a topic for another video. Our VPC, it's got to be on our only one, I guess. Check our, okay, so we're listening on 80. And I guess since we only have a subnet, oh, this is our database subnet. Let's go to our VPC. I want to make sure that we're on the same VPC as our web stuff. And this, it looks like it's this one, I believe. So this is the subnet we should be on right here. And it is on VPC 77E, right? 77E. Okay, interesting. This is not right. Why can't I? Those two subnets must be specified. Only one subnet per availability zone. Huh. This is in US. Our public one is in, our public subnet is in US West 2A, and I would expect that we could, oh, here we go, this is how we do it. So we click select subnet here. Phew, that was close. And we want MMM public, like that one. And then, yeah, we'll have like no, we don't want that. Oh, we need at least two subnets? What? Because I don't want the load balancer to have access to our private stuff. So I'm going to create another public subnet, I guess, called MMM. This is a subnet, right? Yeah. Public stuff. I don't know. We're not going to use this for anything. This is weird that it's making me create this. But this is going to be, we're going to do this CIDR block, which is going to mean anything that starts with 10.0.4. CIDR, CEDR, I don't know. Whatever. Cool. So there's our new subnet, and now we're going to go and we are going to add another. So availability zone. This is so weird. I think we need to refresh this page because we don't have that new availability zone, unfortunately, that we just added. I think we added C. That was oh, whoops. That was at US West 2C. Yeah, so oh, this is so weird. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Now we got it. So we're going to add that one, and we're going to add our MMM public because we don't want our private subnets accessible by the load balancer, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Cool. So we're past this. Configure MMM. What do we decide to call this? Cache money. No. Cache money rocks web. That sounds good. Not using any secure listener. Yada da da da. Yeah, we're gonna add that later. Don't worry about that. Security group. Yeah, control traffic to our load balancer. So we need to probably create one. Cache money rocks ELB. And we're going to allow port 80 from any IP address for now. And we're also, nope, that's it. We don't need to allow anything else, I guess. We'll use the direct IP address of our instance to SSH into that, so that's okay. Target group, yeah, what the hell is a target group? This is all new stuff to me. Your load balancer routes requests to the targets in this target group using the protocol and port that you specify. And performs health checks on the targets using these health check settings. Note that each target group can be associated with only one load balancer. Target group, blah, 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 blah. Interesting. Okay. Well, I don't know. We're gonna Cache Money Rocks. We're just gonna call it that for now because I don't really know what the naming convention is for this thing because I've never created a target group in my life before. Target type, instance or IP. Whether targets are registered using instance IDs. I think instance. Protocol. We're gonna do /API. So if somebody hits our route at /API, I want it to point to the API. So if they go to cachemoneyrocks.com/API, goes to the API on our ECS cluster. If they hit just cachemoneyrocks.com, I want them to pull down the bucket in S3. Hopefully that works. We'll see. And yeah, I don't know. Traffic, blah blah blah. Over port, traffic port. Override, we don't know what this is. No, that's good. Help threshold, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, registered targets. Ooh, okay, this is our guy right here. This is the one. If you register a target in an enabled availability zone, the load balancer starts routing requests to the targets as soon as the registration process completes on the target. Okay. So this is the only option available to us right now. I want to not add an instance. I want to add our ECS cluster. Maybe I'm doing this wrong, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. So let's review real quick. Please review the load balancer details. We're continuing. Cache Money Rocks web, internet facing. This is our public subnet and our new public subnet that we created because we had to have two subnets. Routing, yeah, we only point our API traffic to the back end via API. Create, so it's going to create now. Successfully created. It might take a few minutes for your load balancer to fully set up traffic. Okay, so while that's going, I want to see. I think we can add an ELB. That's an Elastic Load Balancer through the ECS page, EC2 Container Service page, somewhere. So we're going to take a look. I believe this is at the service level. So if we click on our service here, yeah, okay. Let's see what update does. Elastic Load Balancing, Load Balancer. ECS maintains the number of tasks. Okay. Yep, next step, sure. Load balancing, cool, this is us. Load balancing settings can only be set on service creation. So we gotta create a new service. So we're gonna create a new service, I guess, in our MMM cluster. It used to be called My Money Manager. We could start a new cluster. No, we're not gonna start a new cluster for now. So we're gonna create a new one. We're gonna use that task definition. It's going to be in that cluster, but this one's going to be called Cache Money Rocks Web. We're going to use our old task definition, and that video is a while back. It's talking about deploying a PHP application to Amazon ECS, I think. If you want to look back at that video, that was a pretty good one. But we're going to use the same task definition for this new service because it's the same thing. We're just renaming, we're rebranding My Money Manager to Cache Money Rocks. And that's going to have one task. We'll leave these default. Yeah, this is default setting because we don't know what that does yet, honestly. Okay, but for this, for our load balancing, we're going to add an application load balancer. And that's going to get this service role. Load balancer name, that's our load balancer. Select a container. Yep, our Nginx. Right. So this is cool. I think we're doing this right. I'm just kind of going with the flow here. I've never done this before, guys, so hopefully this works. But I selected the only option available here other than create new. I'm pretty sure our container is listening on port 80. We can check by looking at, yeah, if we go here, this is our API right here, and if we go into here /health, yeah, status healthy. So that's on port 80. That's the same as going to port 80 /health. Yeah, it redirected us there on our browser or whatever. But Yeah. So let's see. So our target group name, Cache Money Rocks. That's our only target. Choose an existing target group for your service or create a new one. Sure, I think that's good. Cache Money. Okay, let's go take a look at our target group real quick. Target group. Targets. Target group, Cache Money Rocks. Targets. Yeah. 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 Well, I don't know, guys. We'll see what the hell happens here. So why is this gray? That's what I want to know. Oh, look, health check path / API path pattern. I don't want that. What? Why is it all grayed out? Right? I don't like that this is grayed out. Let's see what happens if we create a new one. Path pattern. Ah, there we go. All traffic that does not match another route. You can later add additional patterns and priority values to this listener for other services. Evaluation order is required from the lowest value to the highest value, 0. Oh, got to be greater than 1. Whatever. Rules are evaluated in priority order from the lowest value to the highest value. So hopefully this one gets hit. And I think that this is the right way to do the pattern. The path must include all the possible paths that your application uses. For example, service We recommend choosing unique paths. Yeah. Nah. Let's see. Yeah, we're not going to need, unless somehow we get a ton of users because people love these videos so much that they want to sign up. I don't think we're going to need to worry about auto scaling for now. Yeah, so let's take a look. So this is our service, and this is our network configuration. It's going to point at this target group, whatever target group is. This is the health endpoint for sure, the desired health endpoint, and we're going to say anything that goes to API / API is going to go here, maybe. Yeah, we'll see. Fingers crossed, guys. Like I said, we don't really know what we're doing. We're learning this together. Let's see. Let us see. So created stuff. Let's go look and see. Our cluster now has 2 services, 1 running task. It's trying to get this one to run. Unable to place a task has no container. Has insufficient CPU units. Let's go and kill our old task. We're going to update this guy, set this to 0. Next step, yeah, update service. Use service, and we're going to just delete that. Boom. We're going to go in here, and it looks like it's already dead, maybe. My Money Manager web server. Nope, it's not dead yet. Not yet. So we killed the old task that was running because we didn't have enough room for our new service. Let's see what we got now. Let's take a look at our instance that it's trying to launch to, and let's SSH into there, and what is it, EC2 user at that? Maybe. Let's see what Docker's doing in here. Looks like the agent's running, but it didn't. No, we just do .log, huh? Huh. That was on 8.11. That was a long time ago. I don't think that's what we want here. Is there an ECS in there? No. What do we have here? Ah. Nope. Var. What's in log? Trying to find a log file that might have something of use to us. That's ECS says it got modified today. Yeah, I mean maybe this one is what we need. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Are we good? Are we good? Let's see. Hey, it says it's running. Supposedly our service is running. So now I guess we go to our ELB here that we created, and let's see. Yeah, it's listening right here. 80 at there. Sure. So now we need to figure out how we do we have like a oh, this could be it maybe. So this is the DNS name for our load balancer. It says 503. What about API/health? See the spinning? Oh, you guys can't see the spinning bar, but see this spinning right here? That means it's maybe thinking, or it's just nothing's there. Oh, gateway timeout. Nothing's there. Fuck. Okay. Excuse my language, guys. Okay, so let's Docker PS again. It looks like it's trying localhost. Okay, so wait, is it? Maybe it's trying to forward 8080 to. Let's see, curl localhost. Oh, we don't have curl, do we? Yeah, we do. Curl localhost 8080 / health. Yep. Okay, so darn it. So it looks like instead of 80, I need to point at on this cluster. Port 8080 is the port that's exposed, so that might be what is going on, maybe. Bummer. Yeah, let's take a look here. So our listeners, it's listening on port 80, forwards to Cache Money Rocks, our ECS service. Oh, but look, I think this should be. The port the load balancer uses when routing traffic to targets. I think this is supposed to be 80. I think that's our problem. So for now, what we'll do is, let's change our ECS task definition. Let's use port 80 as the host port. So we're going to click on here, create new revision, and we are going to, let's see, I want to configure with JSON. Oh, host port 80, container port. What is this 8080 nonsense that everybody's, that's weird. Why are we looking at port 8080 in our... See, it's forwarding this host's 8080. That's weird. But if we go here... Oh, see, that's not there anymore. We can't... What about... Something's not right, guys. Something is not right. We should be able to hit this box. But it doesn't appear to be working. I want to go and tail the logs inside of this Docker container, maybe? Is that how that works? No. Yeah, whatever. Oh man, well, that's disappointing. Has anything in here ever been touched? No. Ah, it's all going to dev standard error. So I think what we want maybe is Docker logs. Nope, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Localhost 80. I want to know why this is 80 instead of 80. Because I was expecting it to be 80. Looking at that task definition. Docker PS, what's going on? What do we have running here? So this is forwarding 8080 to 80. Yeah, whatever. This is a little weird. So we have something off. I'm just not sure what, but I mean, it's disheartening that we cannot even hit this at all. Can't hit this because it's behind that load balancer. Let's check our ELB and see if we're getting health checks. If the health check is passing, that's going to make things interesting. Let's see. This guy's got monitoring here, requests. So look, oh, we registered a request. Registered one request. And then it, I think this is where it times out, maybe. You know, I think we need to point at 8080. I don't know why that is 8080. That this is running on. It says container port 80. Let's see. Target is this guy, ECS instance. To deregister instances, select one. Okay, so one of these, look, we have two. I think we want to get rid of that first. Well, maybe not. What happens if we just go to that /health? And then let's go and change. Can we edit this or what? Whoa. So now if we hit, what is this port here? If we hit our target. So I think maybe these are the different, these would be the different servers. This is draining, whatever that means, on port 80. Edit target group, edit attributes. No, that doesn't help. This whole thing looks like it should work, maybe. I think we set the ECS stuff up wrong. This might be not as wrong. No, that didn't work, but... Oh, wait. No, we want this one. Bad gateway. Yay. So we want to see, let's see. We want to see that when somebody comes to this website, right? And really we want it to be API/health. But I think for now we should just be simple and just say let's make it as simple as possible at first. So that should go to there should be an arrow. Huh? Whatever. That should go to our load balancer. Load balancer, which should forward things, forwards port 80 to 8080 on our ECS service. 8080 forwards to 80. ECS instance forwards port 8080 to 80 on our Docker container instance, and that's where the web is. And then so that's what we need to figure out, is how to get that situated. So let's roll back. Let's just create a new. Let's create a new service. We're going to kill this one that we've got here. It's not doing it for us. We'll have to go back and clean up all that other stuff later. Delete. Let's go and delete this. We'll delete this existing load balancer because it didn't do us any good. And let's go back into ECS and let's create a new service based on our My Money Manager web server task definition in the same cluster. Cache Money Rocks Web, one task. Next step, application load balancer is what we want. Load balancer name. Oh, we need to create a load balancer. That sucks. I have to do this all over again. So we're going to do it. Create load balancer, application load balancer, cache money, rocks, web, ELB. Nah, put ELB at the front. Internet facing IPv4. A listener is a process that checks for connection requests using the protocol and port that you configured. So we're going to listen on port 80. And we're going to be in that VPC, and we are going to have our two public subnets registered as availability zones. We don't care about security for now. We're going to add that in a new video later. We have the security group already set up, and this security group, on this page you can add rules to allow specific traffic to reach your load balancer, because we want to allow 80. First, decide whether to create a new security group or select an existing one. Yeah, okay, cool. We're good. Target group, can we skip this? Oh, we have to. So on the targets using these health check settings, note that each target group can be associated with only one load balancer. So I think we need to make a target for our API. What happens if we go there? We're going to start a new target group because we want it to be Cache Money Rocks API. And load balancer requests the targets in this target using the protocol and port that you specify. Okay, so this needs to be port 8080. I'm pretty sure that's where we went wrong last time. The port the load balancer uses when routing traffic to this target in the target group. It's going to be 8080, pretty sure at this point. It's going to go from 80, hit the ELB. ELB is going to forward that to port 8080 on our service. Instance, targets, yep, sure. We're going to leave this. Oh, the health check, that's going to be /health. Yeah. Next, register targets. We're going to skip this for now because we're going to let our ECS service register targets, I think. Maybe. So refresh. Yep, there it is. Select a container. We want our Nginx container. Nginx 8080. Yeah, I don't know why that's add to ELB. Listener port. Let's see. I think we want to 8080. Let's see what listener port means. Choose an existing listener to. What's this here? Listener port. Let's go back to our ELB real quick. It's not the one. What's our target group? This one is on port 8080. See, I think that this should be, I really think it's supposed to be 8080 here. Container to load balance. Maybe it does go straight through. When we go back in here, we saw that it was running. It's not running anymore, but it was running on port 8080. I don't know why. It's so... It's weird. That's not what our task definition says to do, but we'll see. It's very confusing. Target group. See, I can't even see what this target. Can't even see what this is. Existing target group for your service, or create a new one. Yep. Path pattern, sure. Any of them. Health. Yep. Cool. We're not going to worry about auto scaling for now. That make a great tutorial in the future. It's creating the load balancer, hopefully. View our service. Let's see. Oh, it's running. And if we look, oh, now it's forwarding 80 to 80. What the heck? Now it's doing what we say. How strange. I think that the way we set up the ECS service determines how the port is mapped on our ECS instance, the Docker host. Let's go look at our load balancer. Let's see if we can get anything out of it. I think not, probably, but you never know. You never know. Oh, crap, there it is. Woo! Alright, so this is good. We did get our ELB now has is pointing at our ECS cluster. That's great news. I don't know. Now the next thing we want to do is have it go to API/health because we want to forward our traffic at /API to this. So let's try and figure that bit out. Let's see. Go to our target group, I think, and then our target is right. No, it's not this. It's not this, is it? This is true. Listeners. Yeah, there we go. So, okay, if, then forward to cache money rocks. Okay, what is all this business? This is crazy looking. If path is /API star forward to Cache Money Rocks API. Right. This is where we want to be, though. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I can't even remember how we got here. This is weird. Yeah. So if path is /API. Let's edit that one. Edit this guy. What if we do /API/health? If path is /API/health forward. I mean, it is hitting our service, but what we want to see now is that this one. Oh, man. I mean, we could just prefix. I don't know. If path is not API, we want to forward it to. I want to set a S3 guy as a target group or something like that, right? Let's go to our bucket here. MyMoneyManager.com 2 is our most recent one. And management properties, static web hosting. I don't know if we can do this. I guess I should have checked first. If we can. I want to see if we can point ELB to an S3 instance, I guess, but host S3 behind application load balancer. Can only be associated with an instance. CloudFront, and when the CloudFront has a widely distributed, globally load balancer and draws static files from your S3 bucket. The instance behind the load balancer to serve static files. That's boring. Failure would then become your own load balancer. Plus, you don't know if the S3 endpoint IP address you need are stable and constant. It seems obvious and better to use CloudFront solution Amazon already have in place. Trying to run your own. Well, we've got our instance host on ELB. I think right now we're gonna move. I wonder if this still works. Can we do this again? No, but even better, I think it's going to work. Oh, oops. This should work still. Yeah, so our I think our website's gonna still work maybe. Yeah, it still does. So now, well, we got the backend hosted on ELB. I'm not quite sure if we can do what we were hoping, pointing our /API to our backend and removing that first part of the path, and then pointing just the CacheMoneyRocks.com to the S3 bucket. But I will show you guys how we set up a domain name for our S3 bucket, and then it's, I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's going to be just as good for our users. So let's go to, is it properties now? Yeah, static web hosting. All we need to do, let's see here. Let's see. Route53 static web hosting. Configure, create, register a domain, create 3 buckets, create 2 buckets. Create your buckets and upload your website content. Yes, configure bucket. Yep. Let's configure your website redirect. Now that you've configured your buckets, Now we do configure the da-da-da bucket to redirect all requests. Yeah. Hosted zone. I'm reading through the documentation for Amazon S3, I guess, right now, hosting static website host. So we want to create a hosted zone for our domain, which I think we already have, maybe. The following example shows a hosted zone. Add an alias records for example.com. Okay, so we need to create an alias. Yeah, let's see what we can do here. Let's hop into, we're going to go to Route 53 now. And look at our hosted zones. We've already got one here. We are going to I don't know what this nonsense is. We're going to create a new record set, I think. Alias, yes. Enter target name, S3 website endpoint. See that? It's going to be there. When it loads, it's trying very hard. Albeit, okay, there, it loaded our ELB. So if we wanted it to point at the ELB, we would point it there. But right now it looks like we can't host our S3 bucket behind an ELB, unfortunately. Whatever. ELB, why can't, okay, maybe we can just, so this, let's see if we can use this. It says S3 website endpoint, boom. Create routing policy simple. No, we don't care about that. Record alias target contains an invalid value. How about we go domain name for the resource. S3 website. Go back to these docs here. What do they have? Type A IPv4 address. They've got their S3 website showing up here. I don't know why we don't. So let's put that back at A. See what happens. Refresh. And it's going to be an alias. That one's not showing up. Route 53 alias 4 S3 bucket website. S3. The name of the resource record set must match the name of your Amazon S3 bucket. For example, the name of your bucket is that. The name of your resource record set. Okay, so let's go find the name of our bucket then. And it's going to be that one right there. Let's see if we can copy that somehow. Huh, don't make it easier for you to copy this. How about that? Ooh, alias target contains an invalid value. A IPv4 address. Huh. So this looks like it's the right format, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't working. We tried it, right? If we get rid of that, still doesn't work, man. The field tells me alias contains an invalid value. What should an S3 endpoint look like? It's because you're aliasing to an endpoint, not your specific resource. What happens if we just take that guy, maybe? It's a bit confusing. Great. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. That's better, huh? I don't know if that's going to. So that's, I mean, it's better. So it would be like that. And then. Reading through some docs, fun stuff. Come on. An S3 bucket, a registered domain name. We have that. If your domain will automatically configure. Nice. To route traffic to an S3 bucket, hosted zones, record set. We did that. Name should be the domain name that you want to route traffic to. The default value is the name of the hosted zone. Alias, yes. Alias target. In the S0, so choose the bucket that has the same name. We don't have that available. Routing policy, accept the default value. Simple value target. Choose grid. Generally propagate to all Amazon Route53 servers within 60 seconds. When propagation is done, you should be able to route traffic to your S3 bucket by using the name of the alias record that you created in this procedure. Route traffic to your S3 bucket. Let's see what else we got in this Route 53. Simple weighted. What does that do? What does our S3 bucket stuff look like here? We want to point CacheMoneyRocks.com to our S3 bucket. Traffic policies. What is that? Sophistic routing configurations to your resources using existing route types. What does that do? Cache Money Rocks S3 front end. So start point. You must give the bucket the same name as the resource record set that you want to use to route traffic to the bucket. For example, if you wanted to route traffic for example.com to an S3 bucket that is configured for website hosting, the name of the bucket must be example.com. Haha, we named our bucket incorrectly, guys. That was the mistake. Our bucket needs to be named. Can we rename this? I don't know. but we can copy it. So we're going to go in here, open up a new window real quick, and go into our, well, let's just do AWS S3. We're going to CP, I guess maybe create a bucket first. So the bucket name is going to be cashmoneyrocks.com. And yeah, sure, US West, select the buckets, select existing settings. We'll just steal those. That's all good and fun. Manage users. Grant public read access to this bucket. Everyone in the world will have read access. Yep, that's what we want. I'm the owner, I can do everything. Yeah. Looks good to me. And let's go see what I want to go in here and take our permissions. We have a bucket policy here that I want to copy. Just in case that didn't make it into cashmoneyrocks.com, so bucket policy. Like it didn't, because we saw that error message. And this needs to be, of course, cashmoneyrocks.com. Yep, save. Let's then go in and add static web hosting. Use this bucket to host a website, and I think that needs to be index.html maybe. And that should do it. Let's go and make sure that this works. Oh, 404. I think this is maybe index.html is not quite right. Oh, because we haven't uploaded our stuff yet. So I'm going to go into our project, and we've got this deploy script set up somewhere. Package JSON deploy does AWS S3 CP recursive into there. We want to go into cashmoneyrocks.com. So let's run these sites, streaming my money manager, and then we do npm run deploy, and that should then push it up to our Cash Money Rocks, and then that, make sure our build has this index.html that is our file that we want. Okay, so just like that, we've deployed to our new container, and there's our website. Fuck yes. Okay. Cool. So now we're just going to go back to Route 53. I think we're about to triumph, guys. It's been an hour, but I think we're going to do this. Let's see. So, yeah, hosted zones, go here. This one is not right. We're going to change this. It's going to be an alias target. And hopefully it loads the target. I'm hoping that it loads S3 website endpoint now. That would be great. It's so slow to load the targets. This is crazy. Let's see if we can just do Cash Money Rock. Oh, there it is. Look, that was not there before. Save records. Oh, you. That's the one we want right there. Okay. Let's go to cashmoneyrocks.com. It might take a second. But it didn't. Look, our website's at cashmoneyrocks.com now, guys. Congratulations, we are live. It's not going to be called My Money Manager anymore. It's going to be called Cash Money Rocks, and it's going to be way sicker. So we don't quite have. You know what we could do is we could put api.cashmoneyrocks.com as our API. You guys want to do that? Let's give that a shot. Let's make it api.cashmoneyrocks.com for now. And our load balancer is going to be, we've already got the load balancer running, I think. That's this guy right here. So now what we're going to do is, this is our API here. we are going to go into Route 53, and we are going to create a record set for api.cachemoneyrocks.com. And that's going to be a type A, I think, and it's going to be an alias for ELB here. And I think that's all we need to do, maybe. So let's see. So right now we've got this. This was the old way to get the health endpoint. What if we go to api.cachemoneyrocks.com/health? Oh, well. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. api.cachemoneyrocks is gonna point there. API. Oh, this ain't what I want. I don't know what that is. That's the one we want. Oh, that's just what it's called, huh? ELB load balancer DNS name is what I want to point it out, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. Let's go to our load balancer here in the EC2 dashboard. Hop on over here. This is the DNS name. This is the one we want. And if we go, yeah, maybe. Huh. Point Route 53 at ELB. You know, I'm thinking maybe DNS address cannot be found, and that would indicate that maybe I've got that cached somewhere. Let's try dig api.cachemoneyrocks.com, and it's pointing at something, right? That, maybe? I don't know. What happens if we just make some crap up? It looks about the same, huh? That leads me to believe that this hasn't propagated yet. Let's hit it from our web server. Oh, we don't have dig. Do I have apt-get? Yum. What do I have? Yum install dig. Oh man. Hey, there's something there. Okay, cool. So we can see it from there. api.cachemoneyrocks is up. We just need to figure out how to clear our DNS cache. Clear DNS cache. OSX. We just jumped the gun a bit. We went and tried to load this from our browser before it actually was available. Let's just go to Safari here, and we can go to api.cachemoneyrocks.com. That's weird. Yeah, it's definitely because our clear DNS cache. We need to do that. Our computer is cached where it thinks api.cachemoneyrocks.com is, and it thinks that it doesn't exist. But that is obviously not the case. So let's go and clear our cache. Okay, that's cleared. CacheMoneyRocks.com. It works from here. That is pretty strange. Doesn't seem like it did clear our enter. Server can't find it. I think something's being cached. Something's being cached somewhere in like the network layer. I don't know. I think we're just gonna have to put a host record in for now to test this. We know it's alive because we can see it from our server here. If we curl API cachemoneyrocks.com/health, it's there. And does that work here? Do we have that? No. So I'm just gonna create a host entry for now because something out of our control basically is happening. So I'm gonna point this at I don't even know if I can do this. We can give it a shot though. I don't know if this has to be an IP address or what. cachemoneyrocks.com. It doesn't work either. It's so annoying. Well, anyways, it's there. We can see it if we go on our server. Somehow we cached. We did something stupid. We tried to load API to cachemoneyrocks.com before it was available. And somewhere in the network layer that's been cached. And we can't get to it from our computer. But that's okay. I mean, it works. We saw that it worked. Curl API cachemoneyrocks.health works there. We've got cachemoneyrocks.com up here. And everything is good in the world, guys. So that's pretty cool. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please leave some feedback and let me know what you liked. If you didn't like it or you would prefer something was done differently, let me know that too, because I will take your feedback into consideration, and you know, I'm definitely malleable. I'm down to change. I want to make this an awesome resource for you guys. People who want to learn how to program and deploy apps and whatever, you know. I like building websites, and I want to help you do that. Thanks again. Subscribe if you liked it. Tell your friends. Share code with your friends. There's links to like the GitHub that has all this stuff on there if you want. If you guys have any specific videos you want to see, let me know in the comments below. Thank you, and have a great day. Later, guys.